And welcome to today's live stream. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I was making my cup of tea. I literally have no excuse. Zero excuses. I was just busy making my cup of tea. And now you've got to look forward to me looking gormless for the first couple of minutes of this. So I do apologise. Now I'm just going to get everything set up and then we'll get ready to go. Oh, we are quite busy already. So hello to everyone. I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing Saturday. I know we've got quite a few new people in the chat. I can see already. So anyone that's joining us for the first time, sending you lots and lots of love. A quick bit of housekeeping. If for those of you that haven't been here before, we ask any question that you want. We do these once every single week and it's always wonderful to have you guys. So just leave a comment and I'll get round to it. I answer all the comments in order, so leave your comment there and I'll get round to your question as soon as possible. It's been, I'll say what I always say at the start of these live streams, it's been a super busy week this week. I feel like I always say it's like a broken record. What have we got done to this week? So I finalized the packaging, the orders and everything for the new lip balm and exfoliating gel that's coming from the Mad About Skin line. So that's super exciting. It kind of feels like real, which is amazing. So that's all quite exciting. Got lots of stuff done in terms of YouTube videos. I'm trying to get into a habit of pre-filming a few bits so I can kind of be a little bit more organized than I usually am. I'm like the least organized person in the world. Other than that, nothing too exciting. So what did you guys get up to? What's the news? Let's start with some hello. So we've got Razorwing, welcome, William, Melenthia, Iroglobe, we've got Irene, Christy, Rita, Nicola, Anne, DM13, Danny, love you my love, Emily, we've got Tom. Amazing. I'm going to get through and answer as many questions because we're already coming in thick and fast. Before I do, we want to give a big thank you and a love to both Tom and Marlene, who are very kindly moderating today's live stream. Couldn't do it without them. Whilst most people are quite well behaved, like everyone's quite well behaved. You know, we're a classy bunch here at Mad About Skin. There's always the odd person that needs a little bit of, enforcement action, and Tom and Marlene are always on it like the sheriffs in town. So a big thank you to them because honestly, wouldn't be able to do these without them. Let's start at the beginning. Should we start? Raisewing says early bird, leaving a like, and see you all later. Raisewing, so good to see you, and thank you very much for the like. William, love you. I hope all is amazing with you. Valentina says, can't make the live, but came to leave my like and I'll see you on the replay. Well, this is a good time as any to say, sending lots of love to the replay squad. I think now about 80% of people watch these live streams on replay, which is amazing. I mean, obviously my heart belongs to anyone that can watch live and engage with them, so thank you so much for you guys for joining me. But anyone on the replay squad, you are just as loved, and it's, I always leave these up forever, so you can catch I think I've got 2 years worth of live streams on here. So if you're feeling you want something to mindlessly listen to when you're cleaning, there's a load of live streams on. So thank you to everyone watching on the replay squad. We've got Eric Glober says, hi lovely Mad About Skin family. Rob, I kind of hate you because you recommended Allies of Skin Promise Keeper. Now my skin loves it so much and I need it. Yeah, I hate myself for discovering Allies of Skin too. So for those of you that don't know, Allies of Skin are this ridiculously expensive skincare line. I don't like expensive skincare, just to put that right out there. I think most expensive skincare is just over-scented, over-fragrance, marketing, tut. Not worth it. Sometimes though, there is a bougie and a luxury skincare brand that kind of just works and you're like, yeah, do you know what? I need that. And Allies of Skin are one of them. They do 2 products that I love. They do a mandelic acid pigment correcting serum and they do a Promise Keeper blemish fighter. Both of those really good. Fully recommend them. That Promise Keeper, so good. So yeah, I kind of not sorry for recommending it. At least it works. Whilst your wallet might hate me, at least it works. That's all I'm saying. Irene says, hello lovely people, I'll see you in a bit. Love you Irene, hope all is amazing with you. Rita, great to see you. Christy says, hope the skincare gods are shining on all your faces today. Christy, I hope they are too. I credit a little bit of an extra glow courtesy of the Neod opacity fluid that I put just a little slick highlight on before I came on here. For those of you that aren't aware, Decium unfortunately are putting their prices up. Not hugely. We now kind of know what the price increases are going to be. For the ordinary, everything's going up by 60 pence, which is about $1. I mean, percentage terms, that's a lot. But actually, I still think it's quite affordable, so not too bad. But I did put quite a few Neod products on order because obviously the percentage is going to matter more with Neod because, 10% on a £30 product is way more than 10% on a £5 product, if that makes sense. My maths isn't that great, but you know what I mean. So I put quite a few Neod products on order, and the opacity fluid was one of the ones that I did. Feels so good. Nice little cheeky highlight. Nicola says, hello everyone, turning in from a freezing cold Paris. I'm sending love. I think we can beat you, Nicola, with a freezing cold UK. Like, I've got my hot water bottle here, which is so good. Just by the way, this is so good. I've got 2 hot water bottles. I've got this one, which is super furry and fluffy, which is nice, but it gets cold quite quickly. I've got a Roots one, which is, I think it's a Canadian brand, that's more like, it's not got the fluffy texture, but it stays warm for literally forever. So I have like 2 to keep me going. And this is fluffy one, is going to keep me going for the hour of our live stream. And welcome, my love, says, hello everyone, hope your day is amazing. Rob, how are your dogs and the hens doing? The dog is at my feet as we speak. Out your Lorne. Yep, he's just chilling down quietly. The hens, they don't like the cold. They don't like the cold. They're actually like spend a lot of the time in the coop when it's this freezing. They're like, no, not today. They're still laying eggs, which is amazing. They don't normally lay in winter, but clearly they're loving life, laying eggs. But yeah, they're very cold, and they're not a fan of the cold. But I'll tell them what you're thinking of them at. Danny says, hello Robin, everybody. I won't be able to join you. I'm on the train. I think I lost my earbuds. Danny, that's preparation fail. You should have brought your earbuds. It's fine, Danny. We are sending you so much love. Have a safe journey, and we look forward to seeing you on the replay squad. Love you. But Danny says, left my like beforehand. We love a good like, so thank you so much. Emily says, happy Saturday everyone, back for the live stream. Been loving the variety of Mad About Skin videos lately. Thank you. Yeah, I'll try to mix things up a little bit in the new year. I think towards the end of last year I was feeling like not uninspired, because I'm always like, I love creating content, it's like a hobby, but I was feeling a bit like, oh, what can we do now? And you know, I think there's a limit to how many like style of videos you can do, and I thought, let's just mix it up and be a bit creative. So thank you, Emily, and for everyone else that's been really kind about the new content. It seems to be going down really well, which, you know, makes me so happy, because I feel like it's just really fun to create. And my tea today, just for anyone wondering, my tea today, I've tried these. So this is the Yorkshire tea. I'm a Yorkshire lad, so obviously anything with Yorkshire is weird. This is the Yorkshire tea, which I love, because you know my Betty's tea, which I always go on about every live stream. Betty's own the Yorkshire tea brand, so it's kind of very similar. This is Yorkshire, and this is the multi biscuit brew, which I'm drinking now. If you can get hold of this, definitely try it. If you've ever had a cup of tea, and you know, I think this might be a British thing, bear with me, you can dunk your biscuits in your cup of tea. If you haven't done this, if you're living internationally and you haven't done this, get a biscuit, warm cup of tea, and dunk your biscuit in the tea. It's like game changing. Soaks up the tea, game changing, and it makes the tea kind of taste biscuity, which is amazing. Well, these tea bags actually taste biscuity without the biscuit. Does that make sense? So good. Definitely would recommend. I'm gonna have a sip now while it's piping hot. If you haven't already, if you could click the like button, you can minimize the chat, click the like button, then when you maximize the chat, it takes you back to where you were. We're gonna have a big sip of this, and then we'll get on with the rest of the questions. It just tastes so good. Yeah, so if you guys haven't tried it already, it's Yorkshire tea multi-biscuit brew. So good, like so good. I got it at like Waitrose here in the UK, but it is really good. Let's have a look. So we've got Jan says, popping in to caress the like button and say hi. We'll join on the replay squad tomorrow. It's skincare and sipping a lavender tea. That sounds really nice, Jan. I have never tried lavender tea, though I did once try, like, you know, lavender, because we grow it here. You put lavender, like a couple of buds of lavender in hot water. Kind of guess it tastes the same. So good. It sounds, I'm very jealous. I hope you sleep blissfully well, Jan. Sending lots of love all the way to Thailand. We've got Fristenberg says, hello everybody, hope you have a lovely weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too, my love. Serena says, hello everybody, happy to be here after a long week of student teaching. Serena, you deserve a chill and a bit of you time, so I'm so glad that you've decided to spend it with us. Thank you so much. Patty, sending you lots and lots of love and the world's biggest hug. Tanya says, hello everybody and happy Saturday, Tanya. See, we got Adri. Oh, hello Adri, great to see you, my love. Says, hi Robin, everyone, hope you're having a lovely Saturday. I am feeling it's a chill Saturday. Chill because it's freezing, but also chill because it's just nice, and I don't know, it just seems to be a really nice calm day. Got lots done, feeling very good. So thank you so much, Adrian. Hope you are too. Let's see. So William says, Rob, I've been using the Face Theory, a few drops of the lipid Q10 oil with the Mad About Skin moisturizer, divine. Ooh, I have a bottle of that. I might try that with the moisturizer. Yeah, like so good. I do like the lipid oil. I haven't tried it with my moisturizer. I'm gonna give that a go tonight, William. So thank you so much for the heads up. For those of you that might not be aware, the moisturizer is back in stock. I've sent all the orders out. It took a while. We got quite an influx, but as you can see from behind, everything is clear. I sent all the orders out earlier this week, so everything's winging its way to you. So if you did want to get your hands on the moisturizer or any of the products, I know Tom's leaving links in the chat, but it is all back in stock now. We're hoping to have the lip balm and the exfoliating gel for sale mid-February, so not long to wait now for you guys. And obviously I've got a couple of other exciting things to come in the meantime, so keep your eye out for all of that. Obviously I'll be doing the launch video and all that good stuff, so I won't be sad, but thank you so much, William. I'm going to give that hot tip a go tonight. Hello, Ian. Great to see you, my love. Kitty, sending you lots of love all the way to Greece. So Kitty says, Rob, any news on the websites you'll work with on the Mad About Skin line? Yes, we have 2 web shops coming to Europe. That's 2. Very exciting, which hopefully should be launching. One's imminent, so we'll definitely be in time for the launch of the lip balm and the exfoliating gel. And one is in the works and should be. Really, I want to be able to make it, basically the EU has made it virtually impossible for any brand that isn't in the EU to actually ship to the EU without like customs. I don't know why they want to make it that difficult, because it just impacts you guys that live in Europe, because it just means the European customer has to pay more, which is not fair. It's totally not fair. But one way around it is to get like a web shop in the EU to stock your products. Then you guys can order it from within the EU to ship to you without any of the customs charges or the VAT and all of that good stuff. So hopefully this will help and just make it a little bit easier. So yeah, definitely one of them is definitely going to be up and running in time for the lip balm and the exfoliating gel, which is super exciting. The other ones, sorry, I've got cut hair, just stuck there, never mind. The other one hopefully will be online too, which is really good. Oh, also the really good thing is one of them is going to be in French, so for anyone watching whose first language is French, again, should make it that little bit easier to order. I'm all about that customer experience, but in the meantime you can still order off the www.madaboutsincare.com, so like plenty of choices for people. But yeah, watch this space, Kitty, definitely before the launch of the lip balm. Sea Shines, welcome my love, says, hi Mad About Skin family, so glad to this reprieve amidst some health woes. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling 100%. I'm sending you so much love. Ali says, hi everyone, happy Saturday. I'm so excited for Rob's new launches. Can't wait to try them and restock the cleanser and moisturizer. I bought the serum but haven't used it yet. Ali, I am so excited. I know a lot of you guys are holding off to restock on other products till you can get it all with the lip balm and the exfoliating gel, and I don't blame you. I always do that. Like, if I know a launch is coming up, I'll wait to restock all in one go. So hopefully it won't be too long to wait now. Signed off on everything. The manufacturing's done. We're just kind of in the final stages of it, which is super exciting. Yeah, I can't wait. Also, it kind of makes, sense because we've got some free shipping limits and stuff that people can reach for. So kind of buying everything in one go hopefully will make it cheaper for you guys. So Tom says, Marlene, out you're supposed to be in the corner. Absolutely, that's an in-joke between me, Tom, and Marlene. But yeah, Marlene was she was sent to the corner to think about what she did earlier. TNH. Hello, love, sending you lots of love. Let's see. Oh, I've done that thing. First time today where I've lost where I am in the chat. Let's see where we get back to. How do I always manage to do this? I always, like, at least twice or 3 times in a live stream I do this. YouTube should make this easier. Oh, here we are. We are back. So Seashine says, what's the most sensitive, friendly skincare line, as my eyes are reacting to everything lately? I honestly think it's really difficult to say, because different people are sensitive to different things, and a lot of brands pitched as being like sensitive skin friendly actually have some ingredients I wouldn't recommend. I think generally speaking, Niod seems to work quite well for most people with sensitive skin. They tend to be on the more gentle side. They tend to not have too many, they don't have any essential oils and things in that, so I'd recommend that. I do know that the Me Plus line by Superdrug here in the UK is very sensitive skin compatible, because again, they minimize any potential irritants. Stratia always pride themselves on being pretty sensitive skin friendly. In my experience, they tend to live up to that. Those are the 3 that stand out, but there are loads. I think the problem with sensitive skin is, well, there's no problem with sensitive skin. It's a fact. I think at some point we all have some element of skin sensitivity. I think the challenge with it though is different people will be sensitive to different things. Whilst everyone says fragrance is the #1 thing, no, it's not. There's so many other things that might be the issue, if that makes sense. So I would definitely try something like Stratia. I think works really well. Neot has always worked really well, and that Me Plus range by Superdrug, if you can get it. I think those three work quite well with sensitive skin. N566 says, how much of the Garnier sunscreen spray would be should I be putting on my face? Sprays are difficult because you can't do like the 2-finger method. I would, when I've used the spray, I just like spray quite liberally and then work it in. With sunscreen, you know what? I always apply a little bit more than you think you need, particularly because that one actually has quite a nice finish to it. It doesn't feel too heavy. I apply a little bit more than you think you need rather than a bit less, if that makes sense. Nicholas, great to see you, my love. Kitty says, let's make Rob glow even more. Let's click the like button. Absolutely. Everyone do what Kitty says. She's so right. The more likes we get, the more I glow. This is like scientifically proven. Love you so much, hon. Verandia says, well, I'd like to make a Mad About Skin product with retinaldehyde or granactive retinoid. So I would love to come out with a retinoid-based product in the future. The problem is, I don't want to put my name to anything that isn't like absolutely perfect, and sunscreens and retinoids are really difficult to formulate and do well. Like, everyone can do a really bad one, but I think doing a good one, and I also don't want to bring, I think we've got a lot of skincare in the world, like we've got a lot of choice, we've got a lot of brands. I don't want to bring anything out that isn't genuinely different, innovative, and a little bit game-changing. Does that make sense? So I really want to pride myself on the products that I can actually add something different, and I think I've definitely done that with the lip balm and the exfoliating gel that's coming out. I think with the other products, I'm going to be working on them. So yeah, watch this space for a retinaldehyde product. I just would... retinol is something that's down the line rather than imminent. That's all I'll say. Julie says, hi, should I use a toner or essence before lactic acid? Sorry, or I think that says or azelaic acid. You can do. You absolutely can do. So you can use a toner or essence before any products, really. It'll help if either of your products are water-based. It will, having damp skin will help it absorb a little bit better. So yeah, I don't like to use a lot of toners. I think I just get a bit bored by that same watery consistency. But you can use them. I'd say after cleanser is probably where I put my toner. Sweet Tea, hello, love. Great to see you, says, I have to catch this on replay again. Migraine got me. Oh, I'm sending you so much. I know how bad migraines can be, my love. So I'm sending you so much love. And a massive hug. Fristenberg says, do reusable sheet masks exist? And if so, can anybody recommend some? They do. So they do this thing. Oh, what's it? I can't think of the brand. I'll leave it in the description box after the live. Basically, do a brand where it's like a silicone mask, sheet mask, and James Welsh used it and introduced me to it. Basically, you put all your serums on, then you put the sheet mask on, and it kind of just helps it penetrate a little bit better and acts like a little bit of a sheet mask, but you can reuse it. You like wash it in some soapy water, done. So yes, you absolutely can get reusable sheet masks, but they're not that common. So once you find one, they're usually silicone based, but yeah, the science behind them is really good. Definitely would work. Let's see. Serena says, do we think Rob's making his tea? Oh yes, I was a little bit late and I'm sorry about that. But this tea is amazing, so no regrets on the tea front. Because honestly, that tastes so good. So Hillpree, great to see you, my love, says, hoping for many pet sightings today. We'll be enjoying the chat whilst munching on fresh waffles. Rob, my mum loves your products. Oh, thank you so much, my love. That makes me so happy. And I'm sending you and your mum so much love. You should get some pet sightings today. Currently, Marcel is in his little igloo bed. The dog is at my feet. And Leo, I don't know where Leo is, but you should get some sightings. If not, I promise by the end of the video we will have dog sighting at least. Elizabeth, welcome. Happy morning, my love. Hope all is amazing over in Australia. BB Sales says, I have a pasty mess between the SPF and the foundation. Should I wash my face and start all over again? I usually do. I think sometimes there's no salvaging it, particularly if you use the wrong SPF or it doesn't gel with the whole foundation and you think, oh no. I do usually wash it off and start again, and then do like a barely there minimal skincare routine. I hate it when that happens though, love, so my heart goes out to you. There's nothing more annoying. Premier and Fashion says, happy day, my love, sending you lots and lots of love. Evie, great to see you, my love, sending you lots and lots of love. So FL Sphinx, hello, great to see you, my love. Rob William says, 3 words, face bar review. It's kind of, I need to try some more with him. I can't do a bar soap review with like the 3 that I've tried. Need to put a few more through the paces. It's coming up. Love you. Paula says, quick hit to press the like button. We'll watch with the replay squad. Sending lots of love. Paula, I can't wait to see you on the replay squad. And thank you for stopping by for that like. Love you. Susie says, hi Rob. So good to be able to be here after ages. I know, Susie, we've missed you. Where have you been? Great to see you, my love. Says, happy 2020. Wishing you much happiness and success. Thank you so much. And the same to you guys. How's everyone's 2020, setting off? Are we feeling good? I know, for a lot of people, it feels very similar to 2021. But hopefully, I think this year is going to be a much more positive year. Well, I've got my fingers crossed anyway. Sanay says, just popping in to say hi and leave a like. Preparing lunch for my dear aunt and uncle tomorrow, so I'll watch tomorrow. Well, Sanay, so great to see you, my love. And hopefully, I'm sending you lots of love on the replay squad. And I hope lunch is delicious. Send me some spares and some leftovers. International language of dance, great to see you, my love. Just going to curl up and put my head on the pillow while watching. Do you know what? I love the fact that you guys just chill with these live streams. A lot of people say, why do I read out the comments rather than just responding to them? It's because I know so many of you like cleaning the house, doing your skincare routine, just chilling with your eyes shut. So it feels like if I read the comment out, you guys can actually you don't have to be sat there reading a screen, because we all need that moment in our lives to just switch off, do nothing, chill. And I kind of think that that's the best, sometimes the best way of doing that is just with your eyes closed, and I'm here for that. So that's the reason why I always like to read out the comments as you guys leave them, so we can kind of all be part of the chat, whether you're watching or watching with your eyes closed. Chantel says, if you could only use 10 skincare products in the next 6 months, what would they be? Oh gosh, 10, that's a lot. Well, I did a video, was it 2 days ago, of my 10 top 10 products. I guess it'd be them. I didn't think they're my 10 10 out of 10 ding 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 holy grail products. Would they be a complete skincare routine? I don't think I included an SPF in there. So I'd say watch that video for the top 10, and I would add the rice-based SPF from Beauty of Joseon, which is my absolute favourite current sunscreen. And I love all of the products in there. All of them are holy grails. So yes, it will be those 10 plus the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen will be my absolute holy grails. And I think you'd get a really good skincare routine from them. So yeah, definitely. Let's have a look and see. So TNH says, is Neod going up in prices too? It is, but not by a huge amount. So I will say, I know we're all a bit it's not great to know that some of our favorite brands are going up in price. I do say to about Decium, they've announced that they're putting their prices up with 2 weeks notice, which I think is good, because I applaud brands that give us that notice so we can kind of be prepared, and we can buy some of our favorites beforehand if we want to. So I definitely applaud them for being honest, open and transparent with us. Do I wish that they weren't putting their prices up? Absolutely. Neod isn't going up as much as some of the other brands, so that's a good thing. And all I would say is, if you do love your Decium products, you love your Neod, your Hylamide and your Ordinary, I'd put any of your favourites on now so you don't have to overpay on the price. But even then, I think everything's going up by $1. It's not huge, but it's still, it's still there. It's a shame, but I think with a lot going on in the world, inflation, particularly in the US, which is really suffering with a lot of high inflation and increases, it's kind of to be expected, but it still sucks. Mojo says, love you madly, Rob. Love you too. Says, I'm loving faded topicals, but I'm still trying to figure out what I should not use it with. You can pretty much use it with everything. I would say probably don't use it in the same routine as a very harsh exfoliant, and you should be absolutely fine. Because the concentrations in it are relatively low, you could use it alongside another azelaic acid, another tranexamic acid, your retinoids. It's pretty flexible, it's super gentle, and yet you get some really great results with it. So you can pretty much use it with anything, I'd say, bar a very strong exfoliating acid. Helsevold, great to see you, my love. Says, in bed, puppy next to me, cup of tea here, watching the live stream. It doesn't get better than that. I agree, my love. It doesn't get better than that. And I'm sending you so much love all the way to Cyprus. So we've got here, let's see who else we've got. Heidi says, we are minus 25 here in Minnesota. Oh, that, do you know, I can feel how cold that is. I'm sending you lots of warmth, my love. Whilst we're only, I think we're minus 5 here in the UK. It's cold, but it's not that cold. So I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope you warm up very soon. Gina, great to see you. Hi, Robert. Love you. Thank you. Love you too. Says, what the Ordinary products would you recommend with tretinoin? I would recommend, I'd recommend azelaic acid with tretinoin. I think you should always have a retinoid and azelaic acid together, because the azelaic acid will offset some of the side effects you can get from tretinoin. Unfortunately, I don't like the Ordinary azelaic acid, so I personally would go for another azelaic acid rather than the Ordinary one. But if you want to shop at the Ordinary, their azelaic acid does work. I just don't like the texture. I'd also get the amino acids, which is beautiful. It's a really nice hydrator. And I'd get the chia seed oil and add that into your moisturizer, because that'll just help to offset some of the dryness. Those would be the ones I recommend. Let's have a look. William says, shortbread cookies dipped into my tea. That, William, sounds bliss. Like, literally sounds gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, I send some over my way, William. I would definitely like to dunk some of those. They sound absolutely amazing. Who else dunks? Let's be honest. Who else dunks biscuits in their tea? Like, own up, or is it just me? Let's have a look and see. So, Susie says, I ran out my Holy Grail Neod Copper Amino Isolate Serum recently. I really saw a difference in the elasticity of my skin after a few days. It seems I'll be using the Copper Amino Isolate forever. I know, it's a little bit up there in price, but I totally think it's worth it. You know what? The results you get, they're pretty quick, and you get some really good results. So I would totally recommend the Copper Amino Isolate Serum by Neod, but get it now before the price increase would be my recommendation. Razorwing says, had to wrap myself in a blanket in my kitty. It's storming outside, but you know what? There's nothing better than cats, blankets, bliss. Like, you are making me incredibly jealous. That sounds like absolute perfection, and I hope you're managing to keep warm. Kitty says, in Greece we dip our biscuits in our hot coffee. Not very elegant, but definitely yummy. Oh yeah, I guess it's the same principle. It's never elegant. When you dip your biscuit, it's never elegant, and often you lose a biscuit. Some biscuits dip better than others. You lose some, but it's totally worth it for the taste. Koa says, good evening from the Netherlands. Sending you lots and lots of love all the way to the Netherlands. So, William says, Rob, rumour has it, the Battle of the Vitamin C's video is dropping by Monday night. I wouldn't know, William. I wouldn't know. I look forward to it, though. I shall keep eye out and peeled, William. Love you. Robin says, hello, lovely people. Nice to see you again on this cold Saturday. Robin, great to see you, my love. Sending you lots and lots of love. Jessica Girl says, what to do with skincare past the 12-month mark? Is that skincare that's old? Is that like you've had it open for 12 months, or is that you've been using it 12 months, it's not working? Let me know and I'll give you the advice you need. Jan says, oh, now I wish I was having a biscuit tea now. It sounds delicious. Jan, it's fine. Get yourself some nice, a rich tea. If you can get rich tea, they're like the best biscuits for dunking. Solru says, do you know about sulfur in skincare? What are your thoughts? I love it. I think it's absolutely great. If you can get over the rotten egg scent, which isn't to everyone's taste, is a little bit pungent. If you can get over the scent of the rotten eggs that always comes with it, great for fighting acne. It minimizes acne causing bacteria. It's also great for redness, inflammation. It calms, it soothes. I honestly think sulfur is one of my favorite products in skincare, but it's not for everyone because that slightly rotten egg smell is a bit off-putting. So I'd kind of say work out whether you can get past the scent. If you can, definitely get it in your life because it's so good. Elias says, good morning from Australia. Hope you're having a great day, Rob. Thank you, Elias, and thank you for joining Australia. I know it's super early on Sunday morning over there, so I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope you have an amazing Sunday. Elias says, I know it's really important to you, Rob. I already left a comment about Make Prem not being cruelty-free as they test animals through third party. They do sell it in China. So this is right. So this is something that I get quite a few questions about on Make Prem. So Make Prem is one of my favorite brands. I reached out to them because cruelty-free, when it comes to skincare, it's really important to me, and I know it's a lot important to a lot of people. Cruelty-free is a bit of a minefield because China make it very difficult. So a lot of brands that sell into China have to test on animals because the Chinese market mandates animal testing on certain skincare products. It's the only country left that still does it. However, they introduced a lot of workarounds in the middle of last year, so brands can apply for workarounds in order to not have to test their products on animals. So I reached out to Make Prem because yes, they sell into mainland China, which means okay, through a third party. So I reached out to Make Prem and they said to me, no, we don't submit any of our products for testing on animals in mainland China because 2 of our products we have a workaround and opt-out for, which the Chinese government does now allow, and the sunscreen, which is still invalid for a workaround. All sunscreens have to be animal tested. They sell through a third party out of Hong Kong, which isn't in mainland China, which is how they get around it. So that is what they told me. Now, with all of this, I always say to people, you have to do your own due diligence, satisfy your own mind when it comes to the things that matter to you. But that satisfied me. So I think whilst a few people have said, I think it was Sarah over at No BS BS Beauty said that they weren't a cruelty-free brand. I know if you look and they ship into China, that's definitely the case. But if you reach out to the brands and ask them to explain that, and they give you a satisfactory answer, I don't have any reason to doubt them on that, which is why I continue to use them. But again, it all comes back to people making their own judgment on it. But I'm really glad you raised that, Elias, because it matters a lot to me, and I know it matters a lot to other people. So whilst they don't have any certification, and this is another thing that comes with the cruelty-free thing. So a lot of people say that unless they're certified as cruelty-free, it doesn't count. Well, strictly speaking, that's not the case. So with some of the certifications, Peter has come under a lot of challenge because their certification isn't that robust, and you can buy it and it's not that great. Whereas the Leaping Bunny certification is really good. Like, you have to do I know because I'm going through it for my own brand, you have to go through a lot of hoops to make sure. So I would always say, like, from personal perspective, so I own my own brand. It is entirely cruelty-free. I would never have worked with a lab that isn't entirely cruelty-free. All the ingredients that go into there are cruelty-free. The lab itself is cruelty-free, and the whole brand is cruelty-free. I launched without a certification because we're going through that process. So I'm currently in the middle of the Leaping Bunny certification. It costs a lot of money, but they do a very thorough job of it. And it does take up to a year for them to do that because they want to do all the checks, which is fine. So I'm waiting for that to come through. Does it mean the brand isn't cruelty-free? Absolutely not. It's cruelty-free. I can tell you that, and I can show you any documents that people need to see that. However, the certification could take a little time. So I think when it comes to things like that, it's always worth just, like I say, always do your own due diligence and work out, based on what your ethics and considerations are. So I continue to use Make Prem because they satisfied my stance on cruelty-free, but it'll all come down to personal preference. But it's a really important conversation to have because I do think as consumers we should be really putting our money with brands that we can trust, and that all goes into that. Nissa says, Elias, yes, to about Make Prem, saw it in the video from No BS Beauty. So yeah, this comes back to it. I think, again, if you take the standard of do they sell into mainland China, and that's a deal breaker for you, then that's gonna be the case. But if you can reach out to the brands and get that explanation, that's what I would recommend everybody does. So Christina says, hi, I'm busy today, so I'll watch on replay. Just wanted to say hi and send hugs. Christina, I'm sending you lots and lots of love on the replay squad, and I hope you're not too busy. Make sure you have time for a cup of tea and a bit of chill for you. Speaking of which, I'm going to have a big sip of my tea. If you haven't already, guys, if you could click that like button, basically you can just minimize the... if you can minimize the chat, you can click the like button, then when you maximize the chat, it takes you back to wherever you were, so you don't miss anything out. So Elizabeth says, what's good for dry, rough, patchy areas on the neck? Urea. Love it. Urea is so good. It'll help to get rid of the roughness because it smooths everything out, give a light exfoliation, and hydrate you to the gods. So yeah, urea. My own moisturizer contains urea in what I'd say is a sensitive skin compatible amount, because 2.5% I think is a good amount for sensitive skin. Won't create too much sensitivity. If you want to go a bit higher than that, you can go for the Ultrist urea, which is 10%, but just be mindful of that could be a little bit irritating. So it's just personal preference, but lots of brands now formulate with urea, which I love. It's one of my favorite products. Let's have a look. So Elias says, any thoughts on Tula selling to Procter & Gamble? Any known changes? I don't personally have ever tried anything from Tula. I don't know much about the brand itself, so that one hasn't really crossed my radar. I can look into it for you though and let you know. I'll happily do that. Robin says, I have a pumpkin spice tea, but now I want biscuits to dunk. I think every tea is better with a dunked biscuit. So Robin says, anyone going to try the new Elf line? I saw a couple of people, so I think Sarah over at No BS Beauty reviewed it, watched it, and I think her review was generally quite positive, which made me want to at least explore it. I love Elf. I'm loving Elf so much at the moment, so it makes me want to try it. I know that Dr. Dre did it. I haven't actually watched her review yet. I might give that a watch and see. I've been really impressed with Elf, like really impressed. So it kind of makes me want to try it because I like the brand. Kurt says, have you ever tried Matricum by Bioderma? I haven't. So I will have a look at it, read the ingredients, and put it on order. Elias says, any new news on Bioderma and La Roche-Posay going cruelty-free? Elias, so Bioderma are going to be, last I heard was Bioderma were going to be going cruelty-free at the start of this year, and La Roche-Posay, the problem they had was with China, and not being able to sell their sunscreens without animal testing. So I think there's like a little bit of still work being done in that one. So I haven't heard. The problem is a lot of brands don't announce they've gone cruelty-free because it's just one of those things that they do, and then they might be waiting for the certification. So I'll reach out to Bioderma. I know Bioderma should have by the start, so I'll reach out to Bioderma and I'll ask, and I shall let you know. I'd love it if both of them, as soon as both of those go cruelty free, I'll be all over their brands, because I love Bioderma and I love La Roche-Posay products. I just, like I said, I've always wished they were cruelty free, and as soon as they do go, I shall let you all know. Irene says, which is the best retinol brand? Geek and Gorgeous, all the way. Love it. Their A-game retinol, so good. Tom says, I want to try the new e.l.f. toner. I think the toner is probably my favourite of the new e.l.f. collection. I was quite interested to see the cleanser as well. That looks pretty good. And I think I'll order the whole thing, just because I do like e.l.f. I want to support the brand, and also because I like to try the products. But yeah, I think the toner looks quite exciting. Shazia says, can you please guide me? Does Good Molecules discoloration serum smell like medicine? Ours, mine is not pure. It doesn't smell like medicine to me. I think scent is a really odd thing. Like, lots of people will say different products smell of different things, and I'm like, I didn't get that. So scent is very personal. What might smell to something to someone might not to another person, if that makes sense. Mine doesn't smell of anything particularly, but sound off you guys share. Does anyone notice a scent with the Good Molecules discoloration serum? I do love that product though. Be kind, great to see, my love. So sensitive skin, a vein tolerance control works for me. Thank you so much for sharing. That's really, I love your guys' recommendations. So thank you so much for sharing. Now we've got oh, I've done that thing where I lose where I am in the code. Oh, here we are. I'm back. Sylvia says, hi Rob, thanks for your videos. It's a pleasure, my love. Thank you for watching. It says, does tranexamic acid cause photosensitivity? I want to use the Good Molecules serum in the morning. So photosensitivity, let's cover that topic. So a lot of people get very worried about photosensitivity. It's one of those things where I think so let's take it right back to basics. So there's certain, usually oral medications, which make you more photosensitive, which means that your skin is much more susceptible to change and damage by UV radiation. Most topical products we put on our skin, when we talk photosensitive, just mean it doesn't exfoliate it, and the skin that it reveals is slightly more susceptible to sun damage than the skin that it's just removed. It's not really true photosensitivity as such. And what I say to people is, if you're using a broad spectrum SPF of a minimum SPF 30 on a morning, it's really nothing to worry about. You've always got to do what works for you, and some people will be more susceptible than others. But if you're not taking any oral medication or have any health conditions which make you more photosensitive, I won't worry too much about your skincare, providing you're using that broad spectrum SPF every morning. So in the terms of tranexamic acid, it will give a light, it increases cellular turnover. So in theory, it will make you a little bit more susceptible to that sun damage if you're not wearing your sunscreen. So I'd say use it in the morning. I do every morning, but just make sure you're putting your sunscreen on. And I think, don't forget as well, what you put on in the evening is still going to have an impact in the morning, because it's about increasing cellular turnover. So a lot of people say, I only use my retinoid in the evening because it can make you more photosensitive. But that's rubbish, because even though you use it in the evening, that photosensitivity is still going to be there in the morning, because it's about increasing cellular turnover. So it's all about just making sure, basically, get a broad spectrum sunscreen, minimum SPF 30 on a morning, and you are absolutely fine. I want to just demystify that. Use the products that you want to use in the routine that you want to use them, and just make sure you've got your sunscreen to protect you. Olivia, great to see you, my love. TNH says, Beauty of Joseon just launched a soap bar. They did. I've got it on order, and I am very excited to try it. Very, very excited to try it. BB Sales says, I just saw Dr. Dre's review of the e.l.f. and the cleanser seemed okay for my dry skin. Yeah, I think the problem with it all is it's all packed full of hyaluronic acid. That's not a problem for everyone. I'm a little bit sensitive to hyaluronic acid. I like to keep the amount I use to a minimum. So I think whilst the products do look great, and I think I'll love a lot of them, some of them, because they all have hyaluronic acid in, I think I'm just going to have to be very careful that I don't overdo it, if that makes sense. And maybe not use all 3 products back to back. Robin says, Dr. Dre did a review on them, a bit concerned about the glycolic acid in the toner. She didn't know if it was a hydration or exfoliation. Also wanted it to be noted on the bottle to use an SPF with it. Yeah, I think brands, when you use an exfoliating acid, using an SPF is really important. But I think, again, going back to that photosensitivity thing, I think it should just be standard that people use an SPF in the morning. It doesn't really matter what products you're using. The SPF should come first. And so I get Dr. Drake's point around all brands should say use an SPF on the bottle. But in a way, it's kind of, I feel like it makes out that you should be doing it because of that product. Actually, you should just be doing it anyway. But yeah, I always think, always think you should use an SPF. Goes without saying. So I would definitely recommend it with that toner, irrespective of whether you think the glycolic acid is for hydration or for exfoliation, if that makes sense. Elias says, any chance you reviewed any new Bondi Sands skincare? I haven't, because it's really hard to get here in the UK. It's not because I don't want to try it, it's just really, really difficult to get your hands on here in the UK. I will at some point, because I like the brand, I like the ethics of the brand, I like a lot of their products that they've had before. I just genuinely find it really difficult to get my hands on. Katharina says, hi everyone, happy weekend. Listening while preparing German-style pancakes. I love how many of you make waffles and pancakes when you're watching these videos. This makes me so, so happy. I love a good waffle. I love a good pancake. All about that. So I'm sending you lots of love. And sending some your way, Rob. Yes, please. I'm always open to deliveries of pancakes and waffles. John says, can anything topical really control and normalize oily skin? It's my understanding that oily skin is systemic and that the product applied to the surface will never reach the problem. So it does. So there's two ways of doing it. Some topical products will mattify the skin on a temporary basis. So salicylic acid will do that. Some clay masks, for example, just absorb the excess oil. But that's a temporary fix. It's just taking away the excess oil that's been produced. In terms of products which actually reduce the amount of excess oil being produced in the first place, yeah, absolutely do. Vitamin A derivatives do. So tretinoin, adapalene, some over-the-counter retinoids absolutely do. So yes, they do work, and it will regulate the oil levels in the skin. A lot of the ones that claim to like niacinamide, people say niacinamide helps regulate oil levels. In my experience, as someone who's super oily and acne prone, never worked for me. But again, different things work for different skin types, so I'd always say bear that in mind. But the one like clinically proven to do that is vitamin A derivatives. And Tom says, thanks, right. I won't be trying it anytime soon. Still haven't found it in stores yet. Yeah, I think the Elf's making its way across the pond. It's definitely here in the UK at the moment, which is hopefully I'm going to pick one up. Awkward Genex says, hello, sorry I'm late. No, don't be sorry, my love. We're just glad that you're here. Says, I'm just glad to finally watch another live. Does anyone have a lovely alternative to the grim New Face Gel Primer? I haven't tried the New Face Gel Primer. Is it really that grim? I've never tried it. I might give it a go. I might give it a go. But yes, guys, share any recommendations because we'd all love to hear that. And that's love. Chantel says, thanks, Rob. I'm using most of your top 10 products, but waiting to incorporate your Mad About Skin serum into my routine. Well, I hope you adore the serum when you get to use it, my love. And I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings on it. Samaya says, is there anything that shouldn't be used with peptides? Basically, anything with a low pH shouldn't be used with peptides because it'll denature them. But you can always balance. So say you want to do an exfoliation and then you want to use peptides in the same routine. Just use something to balance that pH, like a hyaluronic acid serum, something like that, just to balance the pH. And then you're absolutely fine. But that's the only thing. Crystal, I hope I pronounced that right, says, hello, do you have any advice for skincare business owners? I'm kind of finding this out myself. I set my own brand. I'm on that journey. So I feel like a bit of a fraud sharing my advice because I still kind of think I'm a bit new to the whole thing. I would just say the key thing is kind of believe in what you're selling. I don't know whether you're reselling other brands or setting up your own brand, but I'd say you've kind of got to believe in what you're selling. Like a lot of people say to me, like, oh, you're such a good salesman when it comes to your own brand. You just make everyone want to buy it. And I'm like, no, that's how it should be. Like if you create something and put your name on it, you should be like the biggest advocate for that. And this is why I created all the products from scratch rather than just buying over-the-counter ones and rebranding them, which a lot of people can. You know, a lot of brands do that. There's no shade in that. I just didn't want to do it because I'm like, I want this to be me and I want it to be something that I'm super proud of and want to say to you people, this is genuinely the best I could have done. Not, oh, I put my name to this and it's okay, because do you know what I mean? So I think my biggest advice is make sure that you're passionate and you really believe in what you're selling, because otherwise it's never going to sell. ICarouse55 says, any recommendations for lip balm? My lips are cracked and nothing is working. Favourite lip balm is the La Roche-Posay Sticker Plus Balm. Not cruelty-free yet, so I'm calling that one out. My frustration about that is the main reason why I created my own lip balm, which is coming out in a month's time. Watch this space. In terms of cruelty-free lip balms that I really, really like, I'll leave some recommendations in the description box for you below. Definitely check out. But I do totally understand how frustrating cracked lips are. It's a pain. It's a nightmare. Oh, Lana Lips. That's a really good one as well. Let's see. So Chantel says, I dunk biscuits into my tea too. Yes, sending lots of love to the dunking crew. May says, I have sensitive, oily, acne-prone skin, but I'm good with acids. I don't break out that much compared to when I was younger, but the nose is congested. Breakout on the chin, help. I would say salicylic acid in an oil base will be a perfect pairing. The ordinary one is the cheapest, but it's not the only one. Salicylic acid in an oil base hydrates you and decongest at the same time. Win, win, win. Ding, ding, ding. Verena says, caressing that like button all the way from Vienna. Thank you so much, my love. And to everyone else, we're nearly at 100 likes, so thank you so much for everyone that has clicked that like button. You guys, I know I say it all the time, but you guys are genuinely amazing, and I love you all so much. We've got plenty of time left on the live stream, so keep your comments coming in. Today's video, I want to do an update on 5 brands that I just won't buy from. I think sometimes we have to put our ethics where our mouths are. You know, we have to actually believe what I was just saying about buying into the brand. It's not good enough that brands just have good formulations. I think they have to have the whole package, and it'd be a really good brand. There's 5 skincare brands I would just never buy from. My ethics just say no to it. And that's what I wanted to cover in today's video. So straight after today's live stream, we're going to be going over to that video, and I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 skincare brands that honestly I just won't recommend, I won't buy. They just don't fit with my ethos when it comes to skincare. Some of them are shady, some of them are dishonest, some of them just treat us like fools as consumers, and some of them just not that great. So hopefully you'll join us. It's at 7:15 UK time, so in like 25 minutes, and it's going to be a premiere, so we're going to be talking through it. I'm going to be chatting as we go through it, so we can keep that conversation going, and hopefully as many of you as possible will join me for that. Let's see. So Elizabeth says, ooh, Tim Tam Slam with your coffee. Ooh, that sounds really good, Elizabeth. That actually does sound very good. Shazia says, please recommend a vitamin C serum for oily skin that can be used in the morning. I would go for the Sea Glow serum by Geek and Gorgeous. Beautiful, great for oily skin, definitely fine to use in the morning. Oh wait, I've done that. Oh, it's the 3rd time I've done that thing where I've lost where I am in the chat. Let me go back to where we were. Here we are. We got Susie says, homemade flapjacks and McVitie's digestives dunking a cup of tea is the best comfort food. Oh, you're all making me so hungry, but yes, I couldn't agree more, Susie. Let me just have a sip of my tea before it gets completely cold. So good. And actually, I meant to say earlier in the video, we are so close. We are 120 subscribers off 60,000. Like, the mind boggles. I cannot believe we have got so close to 60,000 subscribers. I keep pinching myself when I say that because I just don't believe it's true. So if you haven't already and you're watching and hopefully enjoying the content, subscribe. Because honestly, we'd love to have you as part of the Mad About Skin family. You get, like, sometimes people think, what's the point of subscribing to a channel? Like, what do I actually get for it? Well, I like to think here on Mad About Skin, we offer something a little bit different. We do the weekly live streams, which is a great way. I mean, these are my favourite time of the week to chat with you guys. But beyond just that, we get the daily videos. I try and reply to as many comments as possible. I get so many. We've got the Facebook group, which honestly is so empowering and uplifting. So yes, I definitely encourage everyone to subscribe if you haven't already. But there's no pressure. Just do it if you want to. But we are so close to 60,000 subscribers, so thank you so much to each and every one of you. Susan says, late to the stream but finally here, long-time member of the replay squad. Oh, it's wonderful to have you here live. I mean, I adore the replay squad, absolutely adore them, but to have you here live is extra special. So sending you lots and lots of love. Elizabeth says, I'm sorry, I asked my question twice. I thought it didn't go through in the first time. Oops, I love your accent. I'm from America. I think your accent is so awesome. First of all, no need to apologise, Mel. These things happen. It's absolutely fine. And thank you. My accent's a bit weird. It's kind of like a mixture of so I'm from the north of the UK, so I don't have like a very traditional English accent, you know, like the Queen's English. I've got like a northern, slightly odd accent. But thank you, that's very kind of you to say. Could you do a tutorial on layering products? So I've done one of them in the past. Yeah, if you search like Mad About Skin, how to layer skincare, it should come up. And it'll be able to show you how to do your vitamin C, your copper amino isolate, retinol and peptides all together. So yes, hopefully that video will help. It took a lot of pulling together because it is quite a complex topic, but I really hope that one will help. BBC says, he has a place to help you out. Most routines alternate. Yeah, this is true. There is definitely, I covered this quite a lot just because I want to. I've done like 900 videos, so I don't mind. I never mind people asking because I forget what videos I've done. But yeah, definitely that was a fun one. I remember that how to layer video. It was good fun, but it took a lot of pulling together because it is a little bit complex. But hopefully you'll be able to work it out from there. Elizabeth says, thank you, I'll try urea. I hope it really works for you. Honestly, it's been game-changing for the texture I've had on the body. Clumsy Nails, I love that name so much. Love that. Says, hi Rob, how are you? I'm wonderful, thank you, my love. How are you? So good to see you. I'm a bit late to join, but I'll rewatch it again tomorrow, lol. I need your help. I used Epiduo on my neck and it's so irritated. No, don't use Epiduo on the neck. No, it's a mistake you'll only make once though. Yeah, so Epiduo, for people that don't know, is adapalene, one of my favourite acne-fighting retinoids, and benzoyl peroxide all in one. Works so well for fighting acne. On the neck, no. I did it once, years ago, and you know, it could just go. It takes about a week for the neck to recover, so it's not there permanently, bear that in mind, but it does take a little bit of time to recover. I would totally recommend, well, what I would recommend is don't put anything on the neck for like 3 or 4 days. Just leave it, let it do its thing. Then I put a barrier repair cream. I like the Stratia Liquid Gold. The Great Barrier Relief Serum by Crave is also really good. Something to just bring back the hydration, calm it, soothe it down. Absolute bliss. So Tom says, Rob, can you do an updated video on facial massage? I love using your cleanser and have a facial massage. Yes, that's quite a good idea, Tom. I did one, ages ago, maybe like a year and a half ago. I will do an updated facial massage routine. Thank you so much for the recommendation. Coming up. Clumsy Nail says, lol, seeing you having a cuppa made me make matcha tea to enjoy the live. Oh, I love a good matcha. So good. So jealous. Amanda says, Elf Super Hydrate Gel Moisturizer, a great lem for my other moisturizer, really helping soothe that winter skin. I'm trying so much from Elf at the moment and loving it. I haven't tried that one. I think my favourite product so far, I love the cleansing balm. That works so well. Game-changing cleansing balm. I really like the Holy Hydration. That works really well as well. So yeah, I've been really impressed with the products I've tried from Elf so far. I'm definitely going to be trying some more. So thank you for recommending that one. Let's have a look. Dr. Dre didn't like the Elf toner very much. She preferred the cleanser. I mean, I think the toner, for me, sounds the most exciting. I get it, it's not going to be for everybody. I'm a great believer in trying the product and seeing how it works. I know some people take the approach of let's look at the ingredients and then see if we want to buy it. I'm very much like let's try it, see what it does, and then I'll tell you guys, which is kind of good because you get both sides. So the toner is the one I'm most excited about, but I do like the look of the cleanser. So I'll let you guys know what it's like. I'll definitely do a review. Verena says, does the Azure line make sense in an evening routine since it's originally meant to reduce facial expressions? Yes. Yes, it does. It also hydrates as well, so it's just a really nice peptide too. And it's so inexpensive. It's like £5. So yes, evening, morning, I use it in both. Elias says, Rob, I saw Cassandra's video talking about acne-free skincare, adapalene as a good cruelty-free dupe to differing. They have a lot of treatment-geared products. Do you have any interest in trying them? I haven't tried anything from them. The problem is, so here in the UK, adapalene isn't available over the counter. You can get around it with some online websites, but it's not that easy. I get mine prescribed by dermatologists, so you're somewhat limited here in the UK. I'll see if you can get that product, but I don't think you can get it here in the UK. Adapalene is over the counter in the US, so you can buy it from a lot more brands. Here in the UK, it is literally just different, really, is the only one, and you have to have it prescribed by a dermatologist, so it makes it a little bit difficult, but I'll definitely check it out. Icarus says adapalene is the main ingredient in different. Yes, that's right. Sonnatsu says review of Nimbuzin. Oh, so somebody spotted, right? So somebody spotted, I think it was you, spotted the products behind me on my shelf. So yeah, Nimbuzin, I think that's how you pronounce it, is a skincare brand that I ordered a lot of their products to try, and I'm working my way through them. Watch this space. It's quite an innovative skincare line. I'm very excited to share it with you guys. I'm still deciding whether I think which are my favourite products from them and which are a bit of a pass. But I will let you know. And yes, watch this space. There's definitely going to be a review coming up soon. Mojo said, TTT talk. Had my daughter make me a hot cup of tea, whatever is in the cabinet. Now snuggled up with my 4 cats. Enjoy Rob and the Mad About Skin family. 4 cats. That sounds like bliss. So enjoy your cup of tea. Give my love to your cats. They sound amazing. Fritzenberg says, can anybody recommend a sunscreen for the hands? Something non-greasy and hydrating? Yes, it's very difficult to find a good sunscreen for the hands. So any recommendations people have, definitely share them. Awkward Genexa says, P.S. I love that we don't have to read the screen. Thank you. I like reading the comments. It kind of helps me formulate my opinion, so I'm glad it works for you guys too. Clumsy Nail says, Rob, congratulations on the new products. I say it every month, but I'm not buying anything new, but I saw your products. Now it's a must to try it. Thank you so much. And honestly, the love love and support that you guys have shown, the excitement that you've shown for the new products makes me so, so happy. I wish they were here today. I wish I could announce that they were here today. It's only 4 weeks to wait, and I cannot wait to share them with you. BBC says, if you're in the US, Banana Boat light as air. Oh, I love that sunscreen. That is true. Can't get it here in the UK, but I used it when I forgot my sunscreen. Went to Miami and I used that one. So good, so good. Robin says, anyone going to try Naturium now they ship to Canada? They now have started to ship internationally as well, so I want to know who's trying them, who's not. Tomb Maker says, oh, I'm late. You are, but don't worry, my love. We're just glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love. Aileen, how great to see you. Says, hi Rob, just opened the Beauty of Joseon Radiance Cleansing Balm. It stings my eyes like crazy. Did anyone experience the same? I didn't, but eyes are really weird. So I do know that there's a lot of people out there that use products that I absolutely love and say it stings their eyes like nothing else. I'm like, really? I've never had a problem, and vice versa. So I always think when it comes to using products, particularly around the delicate eye area, some people have differences, so it's all about using what works for you. But I'm so sorry it didn't work like that, my love. TNH says, I hated the new face primer, makes my eyes water, much prefer aloe vera. I love aloe vera, so love aloe vera. So Icarus 55 says, I have to look out for your lip balm launch. Don't worry, I'll be doing like a video, doing a demo, talking you through the ingredients and everything here on the channel. And he says, really tough, I'm so disappointed. I was happy to try it, my eyes were red for hours. Oh, back to my Purita oil cleanser. I mean, as long as you have a cleanser that works, that's the main thing. And I'm sorry that the Beauty of Joseon one didn't work for you. Like I say, it just goes back to show that all skincare is unique, but I think you're fabulous, and I hope that your eyes are better now. Takwa says, best anti-aging product according to you, peptides. Wouldn't be without them. Absolutely love them. Elias says, let me guess, Herbivore, Mario Badescu are the two worst. Oh, Elias, you know me quite well. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. It was the Mario Badescu video. We're talking, just for those, we're talking about the video that's coming in 15 minutes after this live, where I'm sharing with you the 5 skincare brands I just won't purchase from. And the reason I wanted to film this, on the back of the Mario Badescu video, where I talked about the scandals that he'd been through and why I just don't think they should even exist as a brand. And a lot of people were like, ooh, any other shady brands out there? And I thought, rather than doing like different videos on each one, I'll just throw it all together in one video to kind of share with you guys. Mario Badescu is definitely in there. It surprises me that anybody would shop Mario Badescu. I mean, when I shared the video and the scandal that went around them putting steroids in their products without telling anyone, not on the ingredient list, trashing people's skin with them, and loads of people were like, yeah, but the products work for me, so it's fine. I'm like, normally that will be my motto, but I'm like, clearly this brand is so bad. And my problem with it is, I'm like, if they could lie to us and put damaging ingredients, prescription strength ingredients, without disclosing it on the ingredients list before, and it's the same team in charge, the same brand owner, what's to stop them doing it again? How do I know what I'm buying from them? You don't. Which is why I'd say, why would we shop them if we don't know what we're buying? And there's no proof that what they say is in their products is in their products. Like, no, definitely not for me. But you do know me quite well, Elias. And Ali says, I'm guessing Mario Badescu and Drunk Elephant are on the list of brands I won't buy from. Now, Ali, actually, to be fair, Drunk Elephant, obviously you guys will have to 15 minutes to wait for the video. Drunk Elephant aren't on there. I don't buy Drunk Elephant. I think the price point is ridiculous. I don't particularly like the products, and I don't like the brand. But I wouldn't say that they're like deal breaker. If they came out with a really good product tomorrow, I would buy it if it was really good. They haven't, and they've yet to win me round. But I'll watch this space. Mario Badescu, no. Shazzy says, thank you so much for answering my question. It's a pleasure, my love. Thank you for joining. Kitty says, brands I would never buy from. La Mer, ugh. Great. La Prairie, yeah, and all those ridiculously expensive products. I agree. Dr. Barbara Sturm I'm throwing in there as well. Like $200 for hyaluronic acid serum. Really? Anna says, favourite products are red marks on acne scarring. Aslake and tranexamic acid. Use them together for the best results. Because I think you get like double the potency when using the two together. And I like skincare best friends. Those would be the ones that I would personally recommend. And they've worked absolute wonders on my red marks and scarring too. Kurt says, sipping on a cup of celestial seasonings tea. Now, I love that. There's a drag queen I watch on, what's her name? And I can't remember her name. That does like a YouTube show. I love her as well. Oh, it'll come to me. And she always drinks Celestial Seasonings tea, so I always think of her when, what's her name? That's so frustrating. But anyway, always drink Celestial Seasonings tea, and that always reminds me of it. And I've always wanted to try it, but you can't get it here in the UK. Orange ginger and turmeric sounds amazing. So when I'm next in the US, I am definitely buying Celestial Seasonings tea. Now I'm going to take the last sip of my tea. We've still got 15 minutes left of the live stream, so keep your questions coming. We're 4 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already, if you minimize the chat, you can click the like button, then maximize the chat again. And honestly, it helps me out so much. So thank you. I'm going to have a big gulp of my tea. Who was that drag queen? I can't remember her name. Oh, that's really going to bother me. Anyway, I'm going to have a huge sip of my tea, and then I'll be back. Oh. So good. So Goth Mother Snitchery says, I'm very new to this skincare thing. Is Tony Molloy good for Tony Moly? Good or bad? It's really good. It is cute packaging. People love it on Instagram. It's very popular. But that's not always bad. You know, some of the popular skincare brands are popular for a reason. I don't personally use it because I think it's a little bit on the pricey side here in the UK anyway. But the products are actually relatively good. And you know what? I would say if your 11-year-old is asking for it, and it's in your budget, if there's a product that makes teens want to get into skincare, is that really a bad thing? I think that's a good thing, you know. And whilst a lot of people say, oh, it's just fancy packaging does play a really important part. Like for me, I'm a very visual person. I want to look forward to using the product. I want the smell to be gorgeous. I want to look forward to using it. And so I like a nice packaging. And if your 11-year-old is showing a little cheeky interest in skincare, I think it's not a bad brand to start with. I just be mindful of that price point because it's a little bit up there. But I always start with that, and then you can work to other more affordable brands in the future once they've got into skincare. But yeah, I think it's a good brand. Elias says, Rob, in your opinion, why herbivores still to this day are getting away with selling fake bakuchiol serum and having mouldy products? So I don't know anything about the mouldy products thing. That's not good. That's not good. I'll do a little bit of looking into that. I think with the bakuchiol thing, so they changed their wording. If you read their new bakuchiol product, it's not called bakuchiol, it's called something. It's basically, they don't call it bakuchiol, and in effect it's the same product, it's the same derivative, but it's not certified bakuchiol. So I wouldn't buy it, and I think they were outrageous, absolutely outrageous, for calling a bakuchiol serum that didn't have bakuchiol. I just think it's really bad. But they've got around it by not quite calling it that recently. I think they've changed the terminology that they use on it slightly. I can't remember. I wish I could remember what they've called it. But basically, you'll notice a subtle difference. I don't like Herbivore. I think I love their products. Their blue tansy mask, gorgeous, but I just don't really trust them anymore, which is why I don't buy from them. I know a lot of people said that their products are moldy. I haven't ever experienced that. Even when I was buying from them, I never got the moldy thing. I know a lot of brands are taking out parabens and using new preservatives that aren't as good, and that's creating a few problems with that. So I'll keep my eye out and have a look. Marley says, Rob, please do the new facial massage shirtless like the last one. Marley, oh gosh, did I? No. Marley says, you can't send me to the corner, I'm already there. First of all, Marley, get to the corner. Was the first one shirtless? I don't remember that. It was one of my first videos. It must have been a year and a half, 2 years ago. I remember I was sat. The lighting was terrible. I had that cracked phone. For those of you that were around for that period of the channel, let me know. I was there. I had the cracked phone, and everything was a bit blurry. It's a bit soft focus. It looked like I had a filter on, but I didn't. It was just a cracked screen. And I was sat there, and yeah, I think it was shirtless. Oh, that's tragic, isn't it? Oh, that's so tragic. Do you know what? If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? But oh no, that wasn't good. I do remember that. I'm gonna have to go watch that video back now. No, I think for the good of humanity and mankind, I think I'll do it with my robe on this time, if you don't mind. Clumsy Nail says, thanks for answering questions. We don't appreciate you enough. Oh, thank you. Their influencers only reply to people after they pay them. Oh, I don't get this. I've seen this. So live stream, people that do live streams, and then there's a button you can add, like a tip button, and you can like pay like $5 to have a question answered. No. No. I just couldn't do that. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'll ask in return. Like, I always think, you know, in life, there's always a bit of give and take. So I put out a video every single day. I do these live streams, which I love. This is no commitment at all, because I love doing these. And I do once a week, do a live stream. And all I ever ask for return is people watch the ads on the videos. Don't skip if you watch the ads. And click the like button when you get the chance. That's it. I don't expect people to pay, but I have seen that. Yeah, some YouTubers you pay, you have to give a tip to get your question answered. We're not about that here on Mad About Skin. Ask a question and I'll answer it. And like I say, all I want in return is a cheeky like. So if you haven't already, press that like button, guys. Now's your chance. But thank you so much for everyone that has. Honestly, it means the world to me. Emma says, what are your thoughts on Perricone products? Also, Alpha H Liquid Gold is definitely my favourite. I love Alpha H. Such a good brand. Absolutely adore them. Haven't tried much Perricone. I do need to check it out. Alpha H, their balancing cleanser, so good. Crystal says, do you think hair care products should be acne friendly? I think it depends on the length of your hair. I suffer with adult acne. I have done right the way from my teens to now. Some things trigger people more than others. I personally get zero issues with hair care. It doesn't interact with my like my forehead. I don't get more breakouts. I think if you've got longer hair and the products that you put on it hang around the face, maybe. Shampoos, fine. I would pay more attention to masks and leave-on treatments, because obviously if you're putting them on and it's coming into contact with the skin, it could trigger a breakout. But generally, no, I think you'd be all right. I personally don't think all hair care products have to be acne friendly. I think you need to be mindful of what triggers your acne and make sure that you avoid it. I think the onus should be on us as acne sufferers, just to make sure we know our skin, we know what triggers it, and we avoid it. But that's just my view. Manjit says, when will the topicals be available in the UK? So the last I told, they told me January, but that was the last I heard. So I'm waiting to hear. But hopefully it will be. Hopefully it'll be in January, but I don't know. I'm waiting to hear. Aileen says, Marlene, I know. I can't believe I did that shirtless video. That's tragic. Clara says, hi, Mad About family, Rob and Mods. Hope you're all fine. I am, my love, and I hope you are too. Great to see you, my love. Heidi says, what are your thoughts about Neil Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist? I love it. I wish you'd change the name because that's very difficult to say. I think it's great. I like the Hylamide Sub-Q Mist. I like both. The Hylamide Sub-Q Mist has some potentially slightly irritating ingredients in it. It doesn't irritate me, but if you have very sensitive skin, bear that in mind. But I love the Neil Superoxide Mist. So, like, other level good. When it comes to, like, antioxidants, so good. Hydrates you to the gods. Definitely one of my favourites. I like that tea, which is amazing. Jane, great to see you, my love. I hope you're feeling all amazing, and I'm sending you so much love. And I'm sending you lots of love because I know you're going to watch on the replay squad. Kitty says, do Naturium ship to the EU as well from their official website? I don't think they do. But I think they're planning on, and all I'd say with the customs, EU customs is a nightmare because it depends on the individual country. So some countries don't charge, some do. It's all a bit of a minefield, which is why most brands will say it's on you, the consumer, because from outside the EU, I'm in the UK, we're not in the EU, it's impossible to understand. Like, the system is impossible to navigate, it's impossible to understand, which is why very few brands a lot of brands have actually stopped shipping to the EU because of how complicated it is, or they charge more, or they say it's for the consumer to do it. I think the EU need to reform that system. It's a bit of a hot mess. I know they've got other priorities at the moment, but it's a bit of a hot mess. So I don't know. I would be surprised if Naturium do start shipping to the EU. I think they'll probably be one of the brands that say customs is on the individual because it's impossible to manage. So Nancy says, I need to launch a sunscreen. Oh my god, would definitely buy immediately. It's something I'd love to do. It just takes a lot of research, that's all. So Jay says, Skin School Dupes from. I do need to check it out. So I'm definitely coming up, Jane, I promise. Irene says, I love your exfoliate evolution of videos. Please continue making them. We have another one coming. It's the turn of Paula's Choice, which is coming up on Tuesday. So look out for that one. It's so much fun to research and film, so thank you so much, my love. Let's have a look. Oh, Robin says Alpha's a sale right now. Buy 3 products, get 20% off. That's good. Check that out. If you guys do want to try their new products, definitely recommend that. Aileen says, haha, Rob, I actually love the Drunk Elephant facial spray. It's actually really good. Thank you, Aileen. I haven't tried their facial spray, to be fair, so I shan't comment on it. It's good that I'm glad it works for you. Irene says, would love if you read Then I Met You brand. Too expensive for me. I'm not a big fan. It's a little bit expensive. I will try it. I tried the cleansing balm and it was okay. It wasn't my favourite cleansing balm, and the rest is quite expensive. But I might try some more because I like the packaging. I do like the packaging. JFS says, any thoughts on Embryolisse? Oh, so thick and heavily scented. That was my thoughts. That's the original La Creme concentrate. I know it works really well if people have very dry skin. For me, it was too thick. It was like wearing a mask, and the scent was like, no. But I think it works very well if you have very dry skin. Apparently it works very well as a primer underneath makeup, I've heard. Clumsy Nail says, just a thought, do you think the Korean skincare craze is calming down? I do. I did have a video on this a while back. I think it's becoming less of a thing. I would say, yeah, that's what I would say. I think it's calming down. I still love my Korean skincare, but I think it's gone from like up here to just people kind of having it in their routine, knowing what they like, rather than everything being hyped. Jane says, your serum is on Skin School dupes, and the nearest percentage is nowhere near yours. Well, I knew that anyway. Thank you, Jane. Oh, that's good. I'm going to go look that up now. I'm going to have a quick look at that. So thank you for the heads up. Now, we're going to move in a second to today's video, which is about the five skincare brands that I would never buy from. The reason I'm sharing this is I think, the more informed we are, the better decisions we can make in terms of our own skincare. So I would love to know what your thoughts and feelings are on any of them that I mentioned. You don't need to do anything. You will automatically be transferred, that's the word I'm looking for, to today's video, so you don't actually need to do anything at all, and hopefully I'll be able to we'll be able to chat along because it's a premiere, so I'll be typing as we go, and I'll be able to give you all the information you need. These brands are just the ones I personally wouldn't purchase from for various reasons, and I'm sure you guys will have lots that you want to add to it, so I would encourage everyone to take part. If you can stay for the video, chat along with me, that would be amazing. If you can't, don't worry, you can just click the like button, and then it's there for whenever you get a chance to watch it. And honestly, Tom says, we're going to watch the shirtless Rob video, make the video go viral. No, Tom, no one's, that one, I don't even know where I didn't even know what I called it. Like, it was ages ago. No. Everyone's now going to watch the shirtless video. What was it called? Like my facial massage routine or something. Oh, it was so fun. Type in Mad About Skin facial massage. It might come up. It had a really blurry like thumbnail. I think I was saying it was quite dark in the thumbnail. I think I'm putting like this pose or something in it. If you want to find it, tragic through and through. Well, thank you this has been so much fun. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me, but it's not over. We're going to go to today's video, which is all about skincare brands I wouldn't purchase. Hopefully you'll stay and watch it. You don't need to do anything. I'm going to transfer you over to it now, so I'll see you over there in 2 seconds. Love you all so much.